So you're thinking about buying a vintage watch, but you don't really know where to begin and you don't want to get screwed? Well, stick around. I'm going to try to help you out a bit. It is 11:17 a.m. Let's get down to business. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Jory Goodman. I run the Time Teller channel here, and I'm actually one of the top vintage watch dealers in the United States, and I run the Time Teller shop. Today I'm going to be using some of my personal and professional insights to help you out when it comes to buying a vintage watch safely, securely, and successfully. So okay, you've been trolling around Instagram, you've been on YouTube, you've seen a watch that you're interested in, so you've decided upon a specific vintage watch that you might pull the trigger on. Well, just wait up there, all right? Just give it a second. You may have decided on a watch, but it might not be that specific one. Here's what I recommend you do first. Google that watch's reference number and the years that reference number was made. Take note of the movements used, the dial variants, and the pertinent markings. Where's the reference number listed on the watch? Where is it supposed to be? Where's the serial number? Does it have any stamps or signage that it's supposed to have inside the case back, on the case back, in between the lugs? By Googling that specific reference number and learning all the variables and all the possible variations, you're probably going to come across some common things to look out for, and you might even notice some common fakes. Now, when you Googled that watch's reference number, you should also take note of an average price range. Any watch that you find for sale that deviates heavily from that average price is either a very, very rare outlier or it's something that you should stay away from, but either way, you should be asking questions. And we're going to touch upon that a little bit more in a moment. Alright, so you're pretty well read on the watch's reference number and you're familiar with various markings and all the variations that the watch may come in. I just said come in. I'm going to get roasted in the comment section now. Guys, please don't in your watches. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube actually. But in general, you're familiar with that watch and its variations, and you have a feel for the average price range. Next up, you gotta find a seller. One of the most common questions I get is whether or not various websites are legit, whether it be eBay, Etsy, Chrono24, the Time Teller shop. And the truth is, all of these are viable options when it comes to purchasing a watch. But it's not really the website itself you need to look out for in this case. It is the seller that is utilizing that website to sell watches, right? Because again, unless you're shopping at a specific store like the Time Teller shop, these other websites like Etsy, Chrono24, eBay, that's just a website that private sellers and shops utilize to sell to clientele that come to that website. If there's one phrase that you need to take away from this entire episode, it's that you are buying the seller before you are buying the watch. Remember that. Always pay attention to the seller first and then to the watch second. So regardless of what website you choose, eBay, Etsy, Chrono24, you have to be comfortable paying attention to the seller's reviews, and asking questions. The first thing you should take note of is where the seller is selling from. I'm not trying to be, insensitive at all, but there are certain places that you generally do not want to buy a watch from, and there's other places that are typically great places to buy watches from. And guess what, guys? There's always exceptions to the rule. I'm going to give you an example. India. India has a very, very high rate of counterfeit watchmaking. So a lot of these vintage Oruses that you'll find online look really cool, and they're often sold from India. They're all fake. Does that mean it's impossible to find an authentic watch coming out of India? No. On the other hand, Japan is actually one of the best places to buy vintage watches from. Something about the Japanese culture, they are meticulously anal about how they, upkeep and take care of their items. That's why they have so many old cars there in pristine condition. The same goes for their vintage items like wristwatches. Now, does that mean every wristwatch you see for sale in Japan is authentic and good to go? No, there's always exceptions to the rule. But for you to have the best possible chance at having a safe, secure, and confident and clean transaction, these are things you should take into consideration. Next, you should be looking and asking for photos of the watch you're interested in purchasing. Ask about the service history. Does the store or seller have a guarantee or any form of service warranty? Is there a return policy? If the seller or store isn't willing to answer these fairly simple questions, do not do business with them. So, okay, you've done research on the reference number in question, you know all the variations of the watch, you're familiar with the general price range, you've found a seller, and you've asked all the right questions. If the seller checks out and the watch checks out, you should be ready to pull the trigger. You're on your way to having a safe, secure transaction when it comes to purchasing your first vintage watch. And if you have any more questions or you need help pulling the trigger on a vintage watch, you can email me over at info@thetimetellershop.com. Listen guys, even if you're not purchasing anything from my store, we're still here to point you in the right direction and make sure you don't get screwed. And if you are purchasing from my store, I want to say thank you, and you can feel confident knowing that every watch we sell is handpicked by me. I utilize incredibly competent watchmakers when it comes to servicing, and we offer a 1-year service warranty with every watch we sell unless stated otherwise. And at the time of this episode's upload, it's the last day of January 2024, so it's the last day you can use this month's coupon code COLLECTOR. Go to the website, do not miss out, and buy yourself something nice. Alright guys, I will catch you on the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.